Alright, let's get something straight between us. I got my driver's license when I was 21 years old. And I know what you're thinking. What kind of lame brain knucklehead gets their license at 21 years old? Well, if you shut your goofy ass up, I can tell you. I was scammed. Let me explain. I was in the, Who is texting? I was in a charter school system. I won't say which, but if you live in Texas, you probably heard of it. But basically, aside from making some of my best friends there, it was awful and I do not recommend it. 4 out of 10 stars. One of the major problems was the lack of extracurricular activities. When I attended, they didn't have a lot of options to choose from. If they didn't benefit your college resume, we didn't have it for a class. And the other options that we did have were poor excuses for classes and were almost treated like free periods. For my sophomore year, they added driver's ed, but it was an after-school program. When I first heard about it, I was skeptical and avoided it mainly because they got someone from an outside source to teach the class and I didn't trust him. But a lot of people did, including some of my friends, and to my surprise, it ended up being a huge success and everyone who did it got their permits. Seeing this, I signed up for the program in my junior year thinking I would also get my permit. But there was an immediate problem. They changed the teacher to someone else. I was upset at this mainly because the first teacher got really high praises and everyone only had good things to say about him. So it was kind of jarring to see a new face. But to everyone's surprise, he actually taught us really well. Not only did he teach us the laws of the road, but he actually gave us really good advice about driving, which made it all the more surprising when me and my friends finished the program and all we needed was his signature and he never showed up. We tried calling him, the school tried calling him, even the police called him, but he didn't answer. After a while, the school apologized, but in the end, I was just left with all the knowledge of driving, but not being able to put any use to it. Eventually, I did get my driver's permit, but not my license. And there are a few good reasons why I didn't get my license. Like I was playing Overwatch when it was good. I was watching The Walking Dead when it was good. I was waiting for Fairy Tail to get good. This went on for a while, and since college took a huge amount of my time, I never went out to go get my license. At first it wasn't a problem, but then it quickly became one. It mainly started when I ran out of groceries or wanted to go get fast food. Luckily, I did have friends that had cars, but I'm assuming they got constantly annoyed about me asking for a ride. I would be tracking them on my phone, making sure if they go anywhere near their car, I would be right there. So where are we going? HEB? Walmart? Bet. Let's go. I call shotgun. I got cameras and tripwires set up, making sure if they try to sneak their way into their car without me noticing, but I always found out. Where are we going? Fast food? Dine-in? Noah, I'm going to my OBGYN. There's a McDonald's on the way. We can head over there after you're done. After a while, there was a lot of signs pointing me to get a car. Like I got people calling me saying my car's warranty is about to expire. My friends making fun of me saying I don't have a car and I can't drive. So this method wasn't gonna work in the long run. So eventually I started to get more focused on getting my license and the best time to do it was in the summer where I had more free time. Eventually, everyone agreed that I was good enough to take the test. So I contacted a local driving school where the guy who did the test agreed to show me the driving test route and everything that will be on the test. After driving with him, he agreed that I was ready to take the test. But on the day I was supposed to take the test, he called me saying that I needed to take the course all over again since the last time I took the class was in high school. That sucked, but luckily, and I say luckily because there was a problem, there was a one-day course that would start from 8 to 3. This was a nightmare because it felt like I was in high school all over again and I really didn't want to do it, but I literally had no other choice. So I begrudgingly juggling
Begrudgingly.
Okay, that's how you say it. So I got out of bed and head to that stupid driving place where I'm greeted by the guy who showed me the driving route, who's also the driver's ed teacher. Since I'll be mentioning him a lot, I'll give him a fake name. And since he's teaching driver's ed, we'll call him Kelly. So it was me, Kelly, and 2 other girls of the class who I'm also guessing they chose to get their license at 21. I mean, why else would they be there? Anyways, you would think that he would be better at teaching driver's ed since he had an official business, right? But no, he mainly gave us general advice that anyone would know. So you guys know you're supposed to follow the speed limit, right? Yes? Good. Just making sure you guys understand the basics. And you know you're supposed to slow down at a red light, right? Yes, Kelly, everyone here saw Squid Games. We know when to stop and go. It's 8 a.m. Are you going to teach us anything useful? And unfortunately, no. This was literally the driving course. One of the things that I will always remember was when he told us what we should do in the event our car gets stuck on a railroad track and a train is coming. When Kelly asked this question, we all gave him the same answer in which we would all get out of the car. Which, yeah, that's what you're supposed to do, right? But I guess this answer wasn't good enough for Kelly because he said, And And that's it. We get out of the car. What else are we supposed to do? Try and signal down the train? But he said, you guys really just get out and stand there? You wouldn't think to move out of the way? Are you kidding me, Kelly? You really thought we would just get out of the car and stand right there, think it would be safe? Maybe he's one of those people that think 5G rotted our brains and wanted to make sure we still have basic common sense to move out of the way for an incoming train. You can tell everyone was tired and was not up for questions like that, especially me, because I got up out of my desk and walked towards him and went, okay, so that didn't happen, but Kelly, if you're watching this, be warned, this would have happened. In the end, we all took our stupid little test and we all passed, and I scheduled to take the driving test the next day. So the next day rolls around, and luckily it's not 8 a.m. and I take the test and everything was going well. I parallel parked, I went the speed limit, everything was going good until we get to the final part of the test. I had to switch lanes 3 different times and drive into the testing area. So I did. I switched lanes 3 times, and since there was no cars at the time, which made it a lot easier. So I pull into the driving school, and Kelly told me that I did a good job until the last part. Because I didn't look long enough, he took 10 points off each time I turned. So I barely passed with a 70. But being totally honest, I didn't care what grade I got as long as I passed, so to me, a 70 was a perfect score. And with that, I got my driver's license. Overall, it was definitely a struggle to go through, but ultimately was worth it. And I eventually got a car for my last year of school. I might even make a video about it, who knows. Thank you guys so much for watching. Big shout out to Tron Legacy for animating that part where I punched Kelly in the face. It was amazing, and I couldn't animate something like that. I mean, look at my current style. Anyways, please like, comment, and share the video, and I'll see you guys whenever I decide to make a new video. Bye bye!